What a weird little Monday night. Doubleheader action. I got takeaways from Broncos, Bengals, Dolphins, Jets, of course, some injuries, Tyreek Hill, everything in between. We have Kevin Durant on the show, the legend, wearing red for the first time. We saw him in his new uniform. He's got these KD 18s coming out on Halloween. He's got takes on his Commanders, on the Cowboys, and the like. So very, very happy and thrilled and excited to have him on the show. And Bussin with the Boys are here. Yes, yes, yes. I am fully prepared for the bald Will Compton. It wasn't pretty. It doesn't always have to be pretty, right? Week 4, we had some stunning stuff going on. There, it was not pretty. Gruesome injuries, Jets Dolphins, 20 million penalties in Bengals Broncos. Not pretty, however, it was eventful. I could not love Joe and Troy more. What a delight to listen to. And Troy doesn't give an F, and it is my favorite thing. He keeps it 100% real. They both do. We had 2 of the secret menu options on FanDuel Sportsbook. By the way, you could not bet those things anywhere else. We'll get into that. Bo Nix, 3 combined passing and rushing touchdowns, I believe, was one of them. He threw one, he ran one in, so he hit for you. That was plus 200. And then Waddle or Wilson. See that? Those are the fun things with the secret menu. It's the and or ors, these combos you can't even make. Couldn't even make it if you wanted to anywhere else other than that secret menu for Monday nights. So they're hitting. Okay, Jalen Waddle or Garrett Wilson to score. Well, Garrett scored that final Jets touchdown. So thanks to FanDuel for that one. And it's minus 154. And if you won, I want to see your bet slip. I want to see you take a little victory lap here on a weird Tuesday. I can't believe it's only Tuesday. Okay, so here's what I learned last night. I said it was eventful. Bo Nix back on track. Okay. I don't know if he was really off track or whatever was going on. One egregious mistake there. Outside of that, he looked tremendous. He looked like the Bo that we crowned offensive player of the year last year, offensive rookie of the year. He was running for touchdowns, using that athleticism, throwing dime after dime. The confidence was sort of on display. Over 300 yards, 3 total touchdowns. I don't want to hear about how the Bengals defense is not good. Okay. Things were tight out there, okay? Tight coverage on both of those crazy throws. He was fitting it right where it needed to be. And it was an impressive performance by Bo that led to 500 yards of offense, which you love to see. The second thing I learned is that the Joker is unleashed in Denver. J.K. Dobbins, as we all know, we all love him, former Charger, former Raven. He became the first 100-yard rusher in Sean Payton history. That's insane. That's a big story. I love that for him. HARVEY finally got integrated into this offense, and that's huge for the team. He's the Joker, so dynamic, so fun. And I should have freaking known that would happen this week because Sean loves to let history repeat himself. I think that he likes those sort of things. It was also week 4 when Sean Payton's last rookie Joker, Alvin Kamara, got the ball, earned it. I mean, Sean kind of told us we're trying to he's got to earn it a little bit or whatever that was. He did. And it was like weirdly mirrored and identical to what Alvin did that day back then too. So I guess HARVEY and JK are going to be the new Ingram and Kamara. And I would buy all of the RJ HARVEY stock right now if you have not yet. My final takeaway from this game, the Bengals need to make some big changes. Not having Joe Burrow, and I want to say this so everyone hears me, not having Joe Burrow is not an excuse to punt on the season. And it's what it feels like. And I was on the Jake Browning, we'll figure it out, they'll be okay train. I'm wrong. I was wrong. Okay. It's not to say it's his fault by any stretch. The O-line has made life extremely difficult. He's under pressure constantly, like Joe is. They can't get a run game going. The defense is a mess. Penalties out of freaking control, and that's something you can control. In the absence of Joe Burrow, some of these coaching decisions these past 2 weeks, I don't know what's going on. Jake is a guy that can win games, but not when everything else isn't working. They have to work. They have to almost work better. You have to bring everything else up to let him succeed and help him. They're clearly not. And I think at this point, we need a bigger arm, maybe. give these star, highly paid, highly touted, talented wide receivers a chance to do something downfield? Do we need a bigger arm? That's what I'm asking Bengals fans this morning. Bengals brass. Do we need a bigger arm? Okay. And we know who that is. That's JAMEIS. I've been manifesting this since the beginning. I feel like this is where JAMEIS should go, where he should be, taking on the Browns. Let's get him a snow game a couple times a year. The team's 2-2 in the mix. If you have a prayer, you got to get JAMEIS, okay? Rah, add in a little spark. It's not going to get easier. You got the Lions. How are you going to stay above water to give a Joe a chance when he gets back, when there's meaningful football? And I'm not saying JAMEIS is going to fix everything, but he does have an arm, and that I love. Hamilton, we need to make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
And
penalties are what pissed me off.
Yeah, the penalties were bad. I thought there was a lot of ticky-tack stuff going on both ways in that game, which is, obviously drove Troy Aikman so insane. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff the Bengals have to clean up, and even just beyond the arm, I think like JAMEIS can make some things happen in that pocket a little bit more. He's going to hang in there and make some of these throws downfield and take some chances. And at least, yeah, it gives you a prayer, even if that other stuff isn't working.
We've got Bussin with the boys on the show. Kevin Durant is on the show today. Big FanDuel show. The show booketh itself. Thank you, FanDuel, our marketing team, crushing it, letting us have access to those guys and like them spending some time with us. We should get into the Dolphins things too. TYREEK season-ending injury. That's of course the story there. But even without him, and that's such a freaking downer. But did they find a little something leading into this game and in this game? We know they have the talent. Like, can they take? Is there a world where they're back in the mix in the AFC? You saw the signs last week against the Bills. It continued into this game. They've got back to the identity of sort of structuring this offense around the run game, which is what, Mike McDaniel wants to do, the creativity with that. They control the clock. Achane, over 100 yards in a score. They did what they should do to support Tua. And of course, Tua looked better. He looked more comfortable out there, didn't he? Darren Waller, 2 beautiful touchdowns. Even without TYREEK, don't they have enough talent to make something happen? Move the ball, put up points. Let's take a look at the next 4, shall we? Let's look at their schedule here. Okay, you've got the Panthers, the Chargers, the Browns, the Falcons. I think there's a realistic opportunity to go 3-1 over that stretch. You can get back to 500, play a meaningful game against Baltimore. It stinks that they have to put themselves in that position in the season, though. Very alive, crazily enough, at 1-3. Okay, we got the Bussin' boys. I've got one bald man, one goofy man, two great men joining the show. Kevin Durant on the program as well. They're not going to.
How's New York going? They're not going to.
I love it here. I don't sleep here. I love it here. I love it here. I love it here. I love it here so much. I clearly haven't slept like a fucking dragon. Having a great time. A great time.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the Thursday nighter? It's a good one. Niners.
Niners. Yeah.
Where is that game?
It's in LA, I believe. Double check. Yeah, in LA.
I couldn't possibly. I should maybe, huh?
Yeah, so there's ever a time. Go to that Taco Bell.
What taco? Oh,
Rams 5.5 point favorites.
I'm trying to keep this away from my bed, which is full of clothes.
My God.
Yeah.
Been there for a day.
I know. I don't know how it turns into. I was on my phone yesterday. How am I in a hotel for 3 minutes? And but I had like a whole party in here this morning. I had a lot of people in this room this morning. Okay. I'm trying to think. The Bussin' boys. And then Kevin. Are we putting Kevin stuff out?
Yes.
What do you think of Kevin? He looks so happy, huh?
He really does. He's enjoying it there. He's got like people from every step of his journey there. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. It's he's happy. He's
Yeah.
happy, and it's also, and I didn't get to ask him this because I didn't see the headline before, but like, why would he be talking about already extending without you? Like, training camp starts today. Like, you're not even right. Like that
Yeah.
sort of, without asking him, you kind of know how he feels.
Yeah. Yeah, to make that kind of sit, especially for him, like with that before even playing a game, that says a lot.
Yeah, he's like a mystical creature to me or something, you know? He's like a
Yeah.
I never quite understand what's happening.
I think he is to all of us. Yeah.
Like what, like him answer, we told him about this crazy record, right? Or this points
Yeah.
thing, which I botched, of course, because I can't read numbers. I'm an idiot. Okay, thanks, Richard. I botched that. Botched it. Did we edit that out? The flub? No.
I believe so. I'll double check.
Here they are, the creators and co-hosts of Bussin' with the Boys. Welcome back to the show. Thank you guys. Taylor Lewan at Will Compton, who's giving Josh Pate. He's giving Bane from Batman. What else have you heard?
Professor X.
Yeah.
Brian Urlacher.
Travolta. How does it feel?
Yeah,
you look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I saw like what is it? A default Word page with nothing on it.
So it's been a lot, but I'll tell you what, Will took it on the chin. He did a great job holding his own on his bet. His wife actually wanted him to skip out on the bet. Will decided he can't do it.
What did she think, Will? What did she think when she finally saw?
She just basically said, "I love your hair more," with a little smile. And I think over time, like, I think we're in a spot now with a little scruff coming out and a little fuzz on the top. She's like, I think she's starting to buy in a little bit more. Cause I told her if the Huskers win, I'm going to have to keep this look.
Yeah. Do you think that this is like a big moment for your marriage, that like she's the real deal? She loves you no matter what.
Yeah, she's battle tested. This is one of those feathers in the cap to where you get through another hard time. Even my daughter, she took it on the chin. She was doing her best to not tell her what she really thought. But she loves me no matter what. That's the most important thing.
I love that, teaching your daughter to lie about what she really thinks about you. I bet she loves it. I think it's very cool that you guys did it. And I have to say, you guys do such an incredible job of like documenting the whole experience. Like, can you guys just take me into that? Like, what is it? Just like, let's be as authentic as possible, get everything out, even the flubs. Like Will's like half naked peeing on himself or whatever on the plane. Like I see all these, like it's constantly like I'm along for the ride. What is that like? How many cameras is it? Take me in there.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, like, Will and I continue to be ourselves and try to be, you know, we have the best thing going for Will and I is our chemistry and our friendship. And we put a great team around us that has cameras in hand at all time and are willing to capture all types of content. There's very little that's off limits. I actually don't know of one thing that's off limits for us. So we have an incredible team. We have a great social team. JP, who does the vlogs, like we got guys that constantly understand when things are going to happen, and they do a great job of documenting. So a big shout out to our team.
Yeah, big shout out to your team.
The audience loves to see you fail. They love to laugh. They love to make fun of you. So it's like you guys just got to be comfortable taking the jokes and just rolling with it.
Okay, I love all of that. Okay, let's get into some football here, gentlemen. And download who's on the new episode of Bussin' with the Boys? What do we got?
Zach Brown, colder weather, phenomenal. I mean, this guy, the way he talks about him deep sea diving, he goes out in the wilderness. He's got a spot in Alaska. Like, there's so many more layers to this gentleman than playing an amazing guitar and having beautiful vocals. Like, he really crushed it. Sleeper pod of the year, possibly.
Yes, if you're a Husker, you'll really like the way he breaks down his journey, some of the things he looks back on being an outdoorsman, but a very sneaky, really good conversation with somebody that we've been a fan of forever. So it was kind of something that we weren't expecting, having some of these deeper conversations with him.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to do that. Listen to that, stream that, watch it, listen to it, wherever you guys download your shows, your content, your podcast. It's the latest episode of Bussin' with the Boys. Let's talk about these Broncos, Will. I believe they were your pick to win the West. Are we?
Yes.
Are they still your pick to win the West? How do you feel about them after last night?
Yes, I feel great about the Broncos. I think Bo Nix, he's somebody that's going to continue. Like that offense is going to continue to get better throughout the year. When you look at their couple losses over the previous 2 weeks, they put themselves in a lot of bad situations with penalties and early down situations. I know people have question marks about Bo Nix, but they were in a lot of bad situations. But this defense is for real. In my opinion, it's one of the best defenses in the NFL. They communicate very well at all levels, even the interior. They're looking back at the second level, the linebackers, the DBs, everybody communicates very well across the board. They can do check with me's if the offense is checking at the line of scrimmage. They're all on the same page. They can get home with 4 pass rushers. They're very aggressive with their blitz packages. I think this defense is for real, and they are my favorite team in the AFC West right now.
Just to reiterate, people forget that Sean Payton's record in September is 30-30, and then it gets dramatically better in October and November. He does a great job of instilling a massive playbook. You need a sicko at quarterback, which is what he has in Bo Nix. Reminds a lot of Drew Brees. His words, not mine. But if you watch Bo Nix and his progressions and how he goes, when he's throwing the ball to the flat, he always puts the ball in a good position for his receivers. He catches them when they're moving forward, ball out in front of them, so they have time to make a move and gain extra yak after they make the catch. So you see a team here that's in a division where, right now the Chargers are leading it, who are my pick for the AFC West. They're now plagued by injuries on the offensive line. Herbert took 14 hits against the Giants last week and 14 before that as well. So when you're missing both starters and a guard, you're in big trouble. And the jury's still out on the Chiefs. Like, they had a great win against a Ravens team that is also decimated by injuries. So the Broncos are in a great position headed into Spooktober. Why
is this Nick Bonito so unblockable, guys?
I'd block him.
But he's as far as like
you play a little chess with him, man.
I feel like as far as like the pure pass rushers that we know and love, like, is he on that Miles, Aiden, TJ tier?
That's a great question. I think one that people are going to start to tune in and look at his film individually, because it's like when I was watching the Broncos last week, when I was watching film, it's like he was the one jumping out on the screen. It's kind of like, oh, who is this number 15 cat? Who is Bonito? Because again, you're mentioning Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, and all these pass rushers that are known around the league. I think he's somebody that's going to very much come into the conversation. And I think everybody right now is going to their computer to watch film on this guy to figure out what makes him so great. Because right now I don't have that answer outside of, this dude is a psychopath off the edge. And I think, again, that defense overall plays very well with each other. They complement each other very well. But I'm sure he's going to be in the conversation very soon.
Yeah, he's in a great position to be successful as well with the back end defense they have. They obviously have the reigning defensive player of the year back there. And when there's such good coverage, it gives you more time to get to the quarterback. When you have more time to get to the quarterback, more confidence is established. Then you start mixing up a bag. You're in practice. You're working on new moves because you're going to have a little more time. So confidence breeds confidence. That's why football is the greatest team sport in the world. 11 guys in the field helping each other out. And Bonito is a huge beneficiary of having that secondary. He's got a lot in his bag right now. And I think by the end of the year, we'll be having those conversations like, is he with the Max Crosbys and the Myles Garretts and the TJ Watts?
It's almost like he has to do it. Everyone's watching this year. I'm looking at the numbers, right? It's 13.5 sacks last year. He's on pace for just under 20 this year. I guess people are taking notice now. And I think we'll go back to this tape and he'll be talked about as one of those things he's doing. I just did a whole spiel about these Bengals. I love them. They're 2-2. They're still alive. They're effing up with penalties and dumb stuff, and I hate to see it. Are you guys with me that they should just bring in JAMEIS, if for nothing else but a big arm that he can get down the field to these receivers?
If nothing else, bring him in for vibes. You need it. When you have Joe Burrow, who's hurt every single year, not his fault, by the way. Like I had a take on ESPN the other day. Like, Joe Burrow is the only guy that can lawyer up in the NFL and win a lawsuit versus his team for not protecting him for the last 5-6 years. It's great to have all these pretty toys on the outside, but you need these hogs, these big uglies in the middle to protect him more consistently. So if he does get hurt, it's like, well, maybe then he's injury prone. Now we can have a new conversation. But that franchise with their defense, with the way Jake Browning's playing, like, bring JAMEIS in there, even if he holds a clipboard. Like, that guy is one of one when it comes to sound bites and content and locker room vibes. Reminds me of a more tan Will Compton.
If nothing else, it's like, look at what everybody does when you want to distract the world from what's actually happening. Bring Jameis Winston in, distract them by just putting them on TV, knowing that people are going to tune in just to see what Jameis Winston is up to.
Would he be an upgrade on Jake Browning, though, Will?
I think so. Why not?
Yeah.
Hot arm, live
Yeah.
arm.
It's the
Touchdowns,
arm, right?
interceptions. Yeah, like, you know,
I know.
not
I'm
to
like,
take
I feel
anything
like,
away.
because I feel like saying he's to come in for the vibes, like, I love it, but I'm also like, can't he play? Like, why can't he be the guy? We've seen it in spurts. He just got to keep them where they need to be so that when Joe gets back, they're in it. And I feel like he gives them a much better chance after what I saw yesterday. It's not even about Jake Browning. It's like everything else is failing. So you can't have both. Like you have to bring everything, the run game, the offensive line, it all sucks. So like at least Jameis, I feel like is a better player. Like I feel like he's got a better arm. When you have Jamar and T, is it that, am I like oversimplifying it? Just get them the ball downfield.
Yeah, I mean, when Jake Browning first came in,
trust Jake Browning. Like,
they
you know,
do.
historically, obviously he's had a couple rough games, but historically they've really trusted Jake Browning. You see any quality organization that has a good quality backup that they love and they trust, he clearly operates, takes command of the huddle, knows what he's doing out there. So that would kind of be, if Jameis comes in, it's like, you know, learning the playbook, learning everything else, you know, fast tracking and all that. But again, if you were to bring somebody like a Jameis in, you're kind of, you know, I feel like you're kind of trying to find a distraction for what's really going on in house because they have a lot of holes everywhere on that team.
Yeah, Jake's in a very precarious situation right now because he did have a lot of success a year or two ago when Burrow got hurt. But he comes in when Burrow gets hurt in the game. I can't remember, was it Jacksonville?
Yeah, and he crushed them. He crushed them this year too. Yeah.
Multiple turnovers in that game and then goes to the next game. And so I think he had 8 turnovers in 6 quarters. Oh. When you start to have that snowball effect early and everyone's expecting you to kind of hold, hey, this is where the expectation is. We've seen it from you before. A lot of times confidence can get hurt in that situation. I'm not dead on Jake Browning, but I do believe like you bring Jameis into that fold, like now Jamar Chase, T Higgins, these guys like maybe get a little more excited because they can take the top off and Jameis can give them the ball 30 yards down the field.
I feel like I was the first one to say like Browning can keep them alive. I think that it's less about him and more about he cannot make up for the other deficiencies. Like it almost feels like we're folding or something. And when Browning had the success that we're talking about, it was when the O-line was better. It was when they had a run game. The defense was a little better. So like now they're just kind of screwed. But it would be tough. So it'd be tough on anybody, tough on Jameis, but at least he can air it out. I feel like that's what we came to here, which I love. I was going to ask you about this. Let me see. Let's go to the Titans here, Taylor. Let's go to that next. They're 0-4. I like Cam. I know, but I like this Cam Ward. I like this, like, you know, he called out his team after the game. Taylor, for guys on that team that you know and love, what should they make? What did that do, the quarterback saying that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think you have a young guy who comes in and has an expectation of winning and doesn't know what it's like to be in the NFL where, you know, sometimes there's so many things going against you that you can't just be the guy to have the juice all the time when your offensive line is giving up sacks and pressures, when your defense is a bend, don't break, but eventually does break kind of defense. You have receivers that are dropping balls. Like I love the, you know, him kind of indicting the leadership of that team right now. It's hard. We live in Nashville, Tennessee. I'll tell you what, the vibes are very, very low in Nashville. Everyone's very down on Callahan. So the one bright spot is Cam Ward. Everyone says he has the juice. Now, if you take his first couple of starts and put it next to Will Levis's couple of starts, Will Levis actually edges him out right now. But you're seeing a guy that is willing to extend plays, knows how to extend plays, and still relatively keep the ball safe. But eventually he's going to get pushing. He's going to try to push the ball down the field into tighter windows. And if the offensive line keeps doing what they're doing, he's not going to make it through 17 games. So there needs to be a big change in, you know, offensive scheme. They need to establish a run game. And it's very clear that the Titans are not, they don't have the personnel to be competitive from a talent standpoint right now, which is tough to say.
Yeah, but I like this guy. Will, I want to talk about Jackson Dart. I loved watching this. I loved the dance after the touchdown. I like the Dable and Dart after. I think we have that. Them hanging out after the game, these moments. I'm looking at his offensive rookie of the year odds on FanDuel. Looking kind of juicy to me. He's currently plus 450, third shortest odds, something that you'd consider. And what do you make of the Dart debut?
The creatine Caucasian, you got the backfield with Cam Scatterboo. Look, it's bringing life. It's bringing energy to a franchise that needs it right now. I absolutely love how Jackson Dart is trying to run through people's faces. He is going to have to, we'll learn very quickly that you can't do that every time. But as far as his very first start and bringing in the juice to that field that the New York Giants fans wanted to see, I think he did do that. And I love watching the moment at the end of the game with him and Daboll, because again, it's like Shefty was saying it last week. This is Daboll's last chip. He's pushing to the front. You heard their conversation on draft night, like betting on him. I'm putting all of it on you, bro. And him to come out and show out and do it as a rookie in his opening start with where that franchise has been at, I think is incredible to see. I hope he lights it up. I would love to get on those juicy odds on FanDuel too. But I like it, man. I love what I've seen from him. Again, he plays with an edge. He plays with the swagger. And him and Cam Scadaboo, I hate that they lost Malik Neighbors because that dude is a dog. So they're going to have to get creative. I do think they're just going to continue to get better. And it seems like the chemistry between him and Daboll is going to be fun to watch.
Creatine Caucasians, don't sleep on them.
It can't connect one. How I would dare. I would never dare sleep.
Can't do it.
Creatine Caucasian. You mentioned Shefty. What is that like? Like you two, like were in the league forever. Like had him cover you, had him break news. Like he's this like figure, and now you're like coworkers with him. You walk onto set. You got him like making BTS TikTok-y, sort of not TikTok-y, but like he's doing content. He's doing like. What is that? What is it like to sort of like look at him in that different way? It's got to be a little wild for you guys.
Kate, can I be honest?
Yeah.
Be honest.
It is A+. Like watching Shefty from afar throughout my career, kind of being in the media world and seeing Shefty, it's Adam Schefter.
Right.
And now to kind of like work alongside him on Thursdays, like, we have our little breakfast club before the show starts in the morning, getting him to laugh, like getting in the conversations we get into, like it's infectious. And I absolutely love it because I've been such a fan of his for a long time.
Yeah. He's one of one when it comes to breaking news. He's always on the phone, but he's always like very present when he's with all of us before the show. Will alluded to our little breakfast club we have where it's me, Will, Shefty, Orlovsky,
Greeny.
Hawk is there, Greeny, and like the amount of stories that are being told, and they're all sitting there, we're laughing and having a good time. It feels like a real locker room, which is just awesome. They've allowed us to come in and be ourselves. And you see Shefty before the Nebraska-Michigan game, he comes up to me. He's walking up on me on live television. I'm thinking to myself, I'm about to get assaulted by this young man. He comes over and starts jacking me up. I get jacked up, lift him up. Like they're so bought in to us being a part of it, even though we're very like non-traditional media.
Yeah.
They make us feel at home, man. And Shefty, he's such a, he's a Michigan man. He's a guy that I've had a lot of communications with throughout my career when I was playing. I'd see him a whole bunch at these different outings. And it's just awesome to kind of like sit at the same table with him and be like, yo, we have no business being
and kind of bring him into our world a little.
Right.
Like Greeny, he's got that OCD perfectionist style about him where if he gets off kilter on his timeline, you can see him getting a little, he's trying to be comfortable in the chaos. And you kind of like stand back and you're kind of smiling about it because it's just fun seeing like just different generations mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he went from Adam Schefter to Shefty, I think that's like the perfect little microcosm of what that is for you guys. And I think that like it's always alive. Get Up's amazing, but you guys show up and it's embraced. It's like a big party in the morning. I think it has been A+, and you guys have absolutely crushed it. And I just figured, like you guys are over there having, like, what are you guys eating? What's for breakfast? What's the breakfast club? Orlovsky,
the same thing happens. The same thing happens every single week, Kay.
Yeah.
Greeny's always like, gotta get in line early for the omelet. Gotta get in line early for the omelet.
Guys, you should try the omelet.
It's amazing. The omelet's incredible. Blah blah. So we go and get in line for the omelet, and then Will and I's ADD takes over like crazy. We're sitting there for 3 minutes. It's like, let's just go get the scrambled eggs in the corner.
Yeah, like we just want to eat. We're
literally just get us some protein. Let us move on. Like we're in our heads. Like we're starting to get more and more comfortable, but there's still that little level of like, can we prep a little bit? Can we do it? Because everyone's kind of way more dialed than we are. So he gets his omelet. I get myself a little bacon, little eggs, and I get myself a little yogurt cup, throw a little fruit in that thing, and I sit down. And then you're kind of just waiting for everybody to show up. And when they do, it's like there's like a table for 4, ends up being 6 or 7, and it's all just laughs. It's awesome. That's probably my favorite part of the week.
And we're like, Greeny, Shefty, tell us a story. Tell us a story that we would just love to hear back to the old war tales that nobody knows about.
And Shefty's always like, I'll tell you a story. And it's like we all kind of sit there quiet, and then he takes this nice long 5 to 7 second dramatic pause. And it's like
he's so good at just delivering information.
Yeah, it's awesome. It is awesome.
I love that. That was beautifully said. And it's very cool it's very cool to watch. And it feels like what's happening backstage is happening on TV. It feels like you guys are having the breakfast club. It's like when you go and have a meal with your friends and then like 3 people join and you're like, oh my gosh, you're here. Let's hang out. And it becomes a bit of a party. So excellent work on that. I want you guys to explain to me this before you go, this like Ole Miss Lane Kiffin thing. I don't know much. I mean, I saw enough. He's trolling this gentleman who's maybe dating his daughter. Whit Weeks is his name, I think. Is that his real name? I don't know. Of all of the great, like, I want you guys to put him into perspective for me, like in the ranks of the all-time trolls. Where does Lane Kiffin rank?
He's up there. I think
you put him in the coaching category, probably number 1.
I was going to say college football. He's one. It's kind of like following his story. He's got a documentary out on, I believe, Netflix right now, but it's kind of like a Friday Night Lights feel, right? Like you get the inside, you get the drama. His daughter's dating the star linebacker from LSU. It feels like a high school film. Yeah. It feels like a high school film. And Kiffin, he comes out last week in response to the internet saying, take the over. They don't hit the over. So he does owe us for the over on the FanDuel Sportsbook right now. But he is, in my opinion, he's 101. I don't think there's anybody like this, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches had to adapt to NIL in this new age of college football when 5, 6, 7 years ago, college football was realizing we have to adapt to Lane Kiffin. Like this guy, he's kind of been ahead of the chains a little bit when it comes to knowing and understanding this younger generation, playing on X a little bit more of like saying things like take the over. News comes out about his daughter dating Whit Weeks, captain for LSU.
He's been on some TikToks.
Yeah, a lot of coaches just sit there at the podium and be like, we're focused on LSU this week.
Right.
We don't care who, blah, blah, blah. But he's like kind of running into it and having fun. And it's like, that is this new age of college football. This is WWE storyline thing that, college is really catching up to in a big way. And I really see the NFL in the very near future catching up to like these storylines that we all get to follow and play with.
Do you guys want to co-produce with FanDuel's help, co-produce the reality show? I feel like
would love it.
I feel like this is what we need. I don't know enough, but like with the family stuff and like, this is just beautiful. Like, I feel like we need the reality show, Lane Kiffin. JP, let's do it.
Well, Kay Adams, even Kay Adams, like not knowing and us everybody trying to put Kay on game so we can build some of these storylines. I think from all angles, it'd be a very good reality show.
I feel like Lane, if you're watching, Lane, this is we'd like to do business with you. We'd like to have a couple cameras follow you around. That's what we'd like. We're in a TV timeout right now with Bussin with the boys, Will Compton and Taylor Lewan. We wanted to give you guys a little bit of not that you don't have enough platforms to say how you guys feel. We're going to finish this out with something we're calling Bussin out the seams. Okay, you're gonna deliver your NFL take. What is burning inside of you guys when you're on these PJs, on, off them? What are you thinking about, Will? What is your busting out the seams take this week?
My busting out the seams take this week, football related. I would say Drake May is a top 5 quarterback in the AFC right now, and that the Patriots are dangerous. I think the Patriots, there's going to be a lot of good culture wins that you're going to see from old Mike Vrabel. I think he's dishing the ball. Drake May, I think he's slinging it around very well right now. So do not be surprised if he's in these conversations over the next few weeks.
Yeah. From a non-football standpoint, I think the NFL might have made a mistake making Bad Bunny the halftime Super Bowl show. I think they might. First off, give credit to Bad Bunny, future friend of the show. I'm assuming did an amazing job in Happy Gilmore too. He's talented in singing and acting and all the things in between. However, should it have been the Swifties? I think it should have been. She's been integrating in this world of football. She's been meshing 2 completely different cultures into one another, and you see it in the NFL, the cap space going up and up. Like you think, oh, the ratings are so great, our players must be better. No, boys, that's the Swiftie army. We need to put this thing on a nice little bow. We don't know how much longer Travis Kelce's going to be with us in uniform. Let's make Taylor Swift the halftime show.
And it's like, the Chiefs aren't going to be in the Super Bowl this year. Why? This is a moment now. It's not like a buildup for Chiefs, Taylor Swift. It's like Chiefs aren't going to be in it this year. Let's get Taylor Swift on stage. Let's get her the halftime show over Bad Bunny, because I know the world's kind of exploding right now. I'm like, who is Bad Bunny? Is he good enough to be on the show? What's happened to our game? What's happened to this? Put on Taylor Swift.
I feel like that's why she's not doing it, is because his career is still going, right? Don't you think she'll do it right when he's done?
That's a very fair point.
I
And
think
that's a
that's
good
what
perspective.
I would think
That's a
that's
good
what's
perspective
happening.
on your end.
If they're not in the
But
Super Bowl, like
also-
you're saying, then it makes it about her and he's just standing like, no, you guys know this. No player loves going to the Super Bowl when they've lost the Super Bowl. Y'all dip in, you make your money, you party, and you get the F out on Saturday. That's the way to do it. You have Travis like have to watch that Super Bowl halftime show, not playing it or playing in it, you know, then it's like I think that I think they're waiting until, and I hope she does it the second he's done.
Yeah, that's a good perspective on the relationship side as well.
Let me-
Heady
You know
play by
me,
you.
relationship expert, Kay Adams, you know, just don't look at me for that info. Okay, you guys have to go. We have to go. Kevin Durant on the show. The FanDuel family is large and beautiful. You guys are the best. I like the Chia Pet situation. Keep growing that thing, and I'll see you guys soon.
Tell
Warm twice a day.
KD I love him and will always appreciate him following me back when I was on Washington.
Yay, love that. Talk to you guys soon. We are, I believe, we're back. Oh, we're back. The sun it's almost high noon here on the East Coast. Here, I got to sit down with FanDuel family and make some picks. We'll get you guys those later, but I'm so grateful to have Kevin Durant's time. Birthday, Kevin Durant.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's your birthday week. How do you feel?
I feel seasoned. I feel enlightened.
Oh, enlightened. I love to
Yeah.
hear that.
Thank you.
Today, it's a big week for you, birthday. I mean, I feel like last year on this very day we spoke or around then, and you were in a commander's suite eating 19 cakes. If you remember, with Magic Johnson, I do believe.
Right.
Look back at that to this, and you're saying you're feeling enlightened. In which way specifically most have you grown in this year?
Just another year on Earth experiencing just life in general, the human experience with one another. Just learned so much from each other over this last year. Learned much more about myself throughout these experiences, you know, so just living, man, and enjoying every moment of it.
Okay, you seem very happy.
I'm always like this, Kay. Come on now.
I know, but I feel like you got a little extra. You know, you have
No,
training
the
camp starts
same.
this week.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
New city, new team, new look. So it's gonna be fun.
I did not see any yacht slide paparazzi photos over the off season. I was a bit disappointed.
That didn't mean it didn't happen though. But I'm glad that it wasn't documented this time.
Oh, but I loved that so much. You know, it was documented is you, I mean, it's year 19 for you. Congratulations. Insane, legendary career. It's obviously your birthday, and then you took your little photos for a media day. I think red looks good on you. What do you think?
It does. It feels like this is the color I was supposed to be wearing. So yeah, I can't wait to start tomorrow. First day of practice. Feel like the first day of middle school again. First day of high school, you know. So yeah, you get them nerves in, and I think once we get on the court though with each other, things will start to become easier and easier, and we'll have a fun year.
You said today in front of the media that you're feeling at home, which I love to hear, that you're feeling like it's organic. How much of that has to do with Steven Adams and Jeff Green?
A lot has to do with them actually. Being familiar with them, playing with them, understanding who they are off the floor too, and then some of the coaching staff and the trainers I work with too. Our head trainer here, worked with him with Team USA. So we built a rapport for going on 4 or 5 years now. Some guys in the front office that I knew. My college teammate is one of the video guys, one of the video coordinators here too. Yeah, so it's like, and my other one of my college teammates is a scout in the front office. So it was just like, we got so many connections. I'm glad to like kind of reignite those friendships and pick up where we left off at.
What do you think?
That's an old vintage jersey right there. That logo ain't been out since then.
This is 19 years ago. Obviously, you and Jeff, you were at last Sonics together when you were drafted. What comes to mind? I mean, now this is an insane, awesome story.
It is. It's something that you can't even write. This is our 3rd time playing on the same team. And chasing something special is gonna be fun, you know. Last 2 Sonics in the league too, so to be on the Rockets and realize that we were the guys last 2 guys in the league that played in Seattle was crazy. It's crazy. Time flying.
You mentioned your jersey. You're back to 7 for
Yes,
the first
indeed.
time in a few years. 35, as far as I checked, it was available. Why 7?
This feels like more of me, you know. I think 35 did his thing in my career, and I could put that up and hang that up where it is and focus on number 7. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted a single digit number. I wore it in Brooklyn, and it meant a lot to me in Brooklyn. I had some good games there, so I wanted to try it again.
And Team USA too.
Team USA. Keep forgetting about
Look at how much I did my homework. I also noticed. I also noticed that you were wearing some KD18 Halloween colorway. What are those talking about?
You seen those?
I saw them, and I just remember a man once told me he didn't like or celebrate Halloween, and then here we go.
Good thing I didn't create those. I'm gonna give all the credit to Nike for bringing that idea to me. It looks incredible though, man. Like they glow in the dark too. Like the fire. I can't wait till they come out. And all black. Can't be all black.
They will be available in October, of course, for Halloween. There's like a skeleton hand on it. Everybody has to get them. They were amazing. Speaking of skeletons, what's going on with these Commanders? They're spooky looking. They're 2-2. I know you were watching yesterday. I thought of you because it was Bussin, who you love, putting up a $181 against them. So I know you were rooting for him, but you wanted the Commanders to win. It didn't end up that way. What is the state of the union for Kevin Durant and the Commanders?
Man, we're banged up. Quarterback been out for 2 weeks. Number 1 receiver was out. And we fought hard. Mariota been playing some solid ball the last 2 weeks. We got guys stepping up. Our running back got injured week 2 towards Achilles. Like, we traded a running back right before the season. So I feel like with all of those circumstances, we 2-2 heading into a week. I think that's going to make us a better team going through this adversity.
Are you worried about the defense?
I am. Bijan is just so good. I just want to shout out Bijan, just a Texas legend, just like a unstoppable force. He was ridiculous. Like he can move with the best of them. He's fast. He can catch the ball at the backfield. Like Bijan he was a problem. And Kyle Pitts. Shout out Kyle Pitts too.
Mm-hmm.
As a high pick, he didn't have the years and he didn't meet the expectations that a lot of people put on him. And I see now that he's turning his game around in the last couple of years and he's looking like a threat. So shout out them too. Huge fan of the Falcons and what they're doing. I wish we'd have got the W though, man. I wish JD was out there because we would have beat them with JD.
And then there was this Cowboys tie last night.
Like, come on, Green Bay. Come on, Green Bay.
Their defense.
Like, did you think Micah Parsons' return, you would see a tie? Come on now.
I don't think we should ever see a tie. So I asked
We shouldn't.
if you could use your birthday wish in your 37th year on this planet to change the overtime rules in the NFL, what would you make them?
I would make them like college, where you start off at like the 30 and you get 4 downs to try to score, and we go back and forth, see who. I think it's like who scored the last. Like you get a chance, right? If you score first and then that guy scores, then I just keep playing up to whoever gets to stop. You know what I'm saying? And it's only a few plays. You're not running all the way downfield. You're not crashing to each other. You know, it's almost like a goal line type of standoff. So. Instead of ties, I approach it that way.
I think it's smart. I love that for you. I'm glad that you guys don't have to deal with that in the NBA. You've got training camp starting tomorrow. There was a report that you have developed some sort of friendship relationship with Joe Burrow. That's competition to the command. Those are contending teams, though. What is this? Keep the enemy closer?
I don't care at all about any rivalries or any divisional opponent. Like if I build a friendship with somebody, that exceeds all of that stuff. So I want Joe Burrow to win every game because that's my brother. And unfortunately, having toe surgery and being out for 3 months, I'm wishing him well. Check up on him here in a couple of weeks. But knowing his mentality and knowing how hard he works and how much he cares, he's going to bounce back and have a great season next year or whenever he comes back.
What makes him tick, like as you've gotten to know him or whatever that is? Like what sort of stands out about him to you as that's competitors at the top of the food chain?
I think he sees himself finishing his career as one of the greatest ever. And I think he has that drive and he wants to get there. but he also understands the difference between having potential to get there and actually doing it. So I think he just wants to keep his head down and actually do the work. So that's why times like this is just so unfortunate, because coming off of such an insane season last year, wanting to, build upon that, stay healthy, build upon having a great individual season, try to get his team back to the playoffs. Like, he has that type of drive, and for that to be interrupted, it pisses me off as his friend, and I'm sure it makes all of the Cincinnati Bengals fans upset too. But injuries are part of the game, and knowing Joe's mental, he's going to get back right.
Literally all of Cincinnati is going to freak out that you just said that. You just earned like an entirely new fan base. I feel like with Who Dey Nation, they're going to eat that up. I love that for you. And what's like the biggest surprise for you this season so far? I saw your picks. You made your MVP picks, and Ravens, Commanders, of course. Lamar will hopefully bounce back. They're dealing with so many injuries. What's surprising to Kevin Durant?
What's surprising?
We're 4 weeks down, baby. Let's go.
I'm surprised that the Bills are 4-0.
You always have something to say about the Bills.
No, I just felt like they would at least drop a game by now, but they look like they took that next step into trying to become that dominant team and become a home field advantage type of team. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see them step up and go to the next level. The Chargers is somebody I think could be in the Super Bowl too. I like their team. I like the dynamics of their team. Justin Herbert playing great ball.
Kevin, let's revisit your Super Bowl pick. Would you like to flip? Let's give you the opportunity here as a FanDuel family member. You want to take out your Ravens and put somebody else in the AFC? Rodgers look pretty good. Steelers might win the North.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take out the Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Chargers for now.
The Chargers?
I'm gonna go with the Chargers as my AFC pick.
Who's your fantasy quarterback?
Herbert.
Oh, I love that. I bet he fell to you too, huh?
He did. He did fall to me. And
Herbert, your fantasy quarterback. I love that. Do you know that you can do something pretty gnarly this year?
Like what?
Well, you're 8th in all time points scored, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can pass some names that even I know. Wilt Chamberlain, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah. You can do that before Christmas.
Really? I didn't know that.
Do you know who's after that?
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
Michael Jordan. Isn't that not wild? You need 849 to pass Wilt. You need 990 to pass Dirk, and you need 1,722 to pass Jordan to be top 5 all time.
Wow.
I think you're going to do that this season. What will it be like?
Wow. We got to stay healthy. Let's make sure the guys is spraying down good energy to keep us healthy. I know we lost Freddie, which sucks. Fred VanVleet, our point guard. But I'm wishing that we stay healthy, and if we stay healthy and we play good ball, then anything can happen.
You took that question to Mars and back. What are you talking about? You could pass. You could be top 5 all time. Kevin.
But still, got to play the games. That's what I'm saying. I missed 20 games last year from stepping on somebody's foot, a little ankle. So, yeah. And I know I could have been higher on the scoring list if I played more games. That's what I'm saying.
I heard your coach say that you have one of the biggest teams in the league. What's it like to be the tallest one on that team?
I'm not the tallest.
You're not the tallest on your own team?
No, we have a 7-footer on our team.
Kevin, I'm really glad that so much has changed, yet you still stay the same. It really warms my heart that you're going to stick to the plot there. Stick to the script. You're not the tallest. You have a 7-footer on your team, and it's not you.
I'm not
Steven
the tallest.
Adams.
Exactly. Alperen Sengun.
Taller than you.
Clint Capella.
Yeah. We should get one of those Vanity Fair lie detector tests. I would truly pay good money to attach you to one of those and ask you questions. What do I need to know about this team? Like identity. What do I need to know?
We're going to be fast paced, so you might see a lot of dunks.
Okay.
A lot of size, so we're going to be taller than our opponents. And then if you come down to Houston, which I'm expecting you to come to a game.
I came to a game and you did not even,
I was hurt.
You literally would not even like wait.
You came to a game. You didn't come out and say like,
Hey,
You came to a game and I had to find out the next week on your show that you were at my game, which is crazy.
Kevin, I think I literally told you I was at the game.
No, you did.
I said, see
For
you
a week
tonight.
afterwards. But it's all good. That's old. That's old
No, I
news.
literally said, see you tonight.
We're moving on to the next season, and I'll see you at one of these games in Houston.
Which game? Which game?
We're going for a barbecue down in Texas when you get out here, all right?
What's the spot? What feels like home so far? I heard you say it feels like home. Why does it feel like home?
Because it's Texas. It's just Southern hospitality. It's just Texas. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see once you get down here. I ain't going to keep telling you. You're just going to have to immerse yourself in the culture when you get down here, all right?
I feel like fool me once, fool me twice.
Wow. All right, bye, Kate.
Move over, Lane Kiffin. There's no troll greater. Like, Taylor Lewan and Will Compton had the audacity to say that Lane Kiffin's like the master troll of sports. Greatest of all time is kind of no one likes messing with people.
I know.
And there's no one who's like, it's so funny because the way he operates, I want his like approval so badly, and he knows it, you know? I'm like, wait, don't you love that I like know that you're 20,000 points away from, and he's just like, he doesn't care. And then like I was watching that cringing, like he doesn't want to talk about how many points, even when he said he's like Kobe, Michael Jordan, like it's like always those names, you know? It's like, oh.
Yeah.
But I think it's exciting. It's like it's like I come from a different planet, and I'm like, water. This is cool. Don't you think this is cool? And he's like, no. And I want his approval so badly.
I know. It's so good.
It's giving Adam.
Yeah.
It is. It's giving like. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's fun for me to watch. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it. I do. No, of course I enjoy it. It's the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
So training camp is, you know, when I was asking about training camp, did we leave that in? Or it was like, what are you bringing to training camp now? Did we take that out?
I thought that was in there.
No, I didn't see it. I truly, they don't like go to training camp, right? It's like they go to bed.
They're just like at their,
Yeah. I didn't know.
They're at their facility. Yeah.
I have no idea. How long is training camp? No idea.
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely NBA is a different vibe for that.
But I'm saying like I've never heard. So like, do they just show? It's just like they go to work. Sounds like.
They just go to work. Yeah, and the roster's a little bit bigger, and they make cut downs and all that.
I had no idea. I'm like, do you pack? Because I was like, what do you bring with you? And I was like, that they don't do that. I was like, I looked literally from another planet. But even if they did like go away for 7 months, he'd have the same answer. He'd say, I just need the ball. Like, yeah. I lift so much interviewing him. Like I'm always like so excited to see something, and he never gets excited. Not that he never gets excited, but even me being like, you're happy. It's like, I'm always happy. And I'm like, wait, it's not what yeah, he's the best. They're great, the best.
Yeah.
And we're not done with Kevin Durant. We have picks.
We are not.
We will have picks for Kevin Durant on our Friday show.
Friday.
Yeah. Okay. Big thanks to Kevin and Boardroom and FanDuel for making that happen. He's the GOAT.
It's DK Metcalf. There goes DK.
Attaboy.
ETN. Nice cut. ETN with a nice move, and he breaks free.
Attaboy.
Batted up in the air, and it is picked. Crosby, he has been a beast.
Attaboy.
Going deep has a man. Abuka, he's got it. Touchdown.
Attaboy.
A touchdown saving play by Micah Parsons.
Attaboy.
That's right. It's time for Attaboy. These are the highlights, the 3 top plays. You saw some GOATs, some Hall of Famers, Rob Gronkowski, all the, the Jared Allens, the Andre Reeds. These are the performances that deserve that kind of love for their performance in week 4. At number 3, let's count it down. At number 3, JEANTY, okay? Talked to ASHTON back in May at the Panini Rookie Premiere. Listen to what he says to me when we talked about Chip Kelly and the stance and the whole thing.
He won for now. I'm gonna try to persuade him one day. I gotta earn my stripes, make some plays first.
Oh, And ASHTON was right, okay? This is not the end. The stand's back on Sunday. I have a feeling it's here to stay, okay? He had 3 touchdowns, 155 yards against the Bears, 2 of those coming through the air, by the way. He had more yards and touchdowns in that game than he had in the first 3 weeks combined with that different stance. We don't want that other stance. Get that other stance out of here. Put it in the history books. Rearview mirror behind us. Atta boy, ASHTON. And by the way, I'm so happy he got to go out there and crush it his way, doing what he wants. Don't let them change you, ASHTON. At number 2, attaboy, Giants first round pick, ABDUL Carter. I don't know that I've ever seen him talk. Then he has this game and he was talking after it. Jackson was the story. Sure, yes, love it. The debut, the swag, blah, blah, blah. ABDUL Carter is the reason the Giants actually won this game. Jackson said so in the freaking locker room after. He said, thanks, defense, for picking us up. That's ABDUL Carter. He's talking about 8 quarterback pressures, 5 quarterback hits, including one that resulted in a nice little intentional grounding call. Atta boy ABDUL. He looked unblockable. His impact undeniable. Top 10 in pressures on the year, by the way. Just one behind Myles Garrett, who's the best in the business. He's once again the favorite, by the way. I remind you, on FanDuel Sportsbook, ABDUL Carter, the favorite for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I like that. Plus 150 right now. And at number 1, attaboy OG Matty Stafford. He looked, I don't know why I called him Matty. That's not Matthew. Matthew, you are a grown-ass man. And you looked as good as ever in that win over the Colts. Fox play-by-play man Kevin Kugler is saying, let's see if Stafford can lead another game-winning drive. We've seen it a million times. He uncorks this 88-yard bomb to Tutu Atwell on the first play to call a game. I mean, unbelievable. Quickest 88-yard game-winning drive in NFL history. Huh? Attaboy, Matthew. 375 on the day. 170 of that to Puka, who deserves a little attababy as well. He threw for 3 touchdowns, and that was game-winning drive, by the way, and congratulations. Game-winning drive, number 50 for Matthew for his career, something to surely celebrate. He's the 5th quarterback in NFL history to hit that mark. So we're in Hall of Fame company here, where he will someday. And I don't mean this as any disrespect to anyone else from his past when I say this, but I really think this is the most dangerous offense he's been a part of, top to bottom, play caller, scheme, all of it. Puka and Devontae were the move. So I love that. So yes, my attaboys go to Matthew Stafford, ABDUL Carter, and ASHTON JEANTY, UBU. Those are my top 3. Who did I miss? You guys let me know. Hit me in the comments. Attaboy! I don't know who's on the show tomorrow, but I'm excited to find out. Gronk! Oh my gosh, it's only Wednesday.